at her office. She's the CEO. At the entrance, a sign read, "Authorized personnel only." When I told the guard I was the CEO's husband, he laughed and said, "Sir, I see her husband every day. There he is, coming out right now." So I decided to play along. A man in an expensive suit walked through the lobby. Younger than me, confident. The guard called him Mr. Sterling. "Frank Sterling?" I said, my voice steady despite my heart pounding. "Lauren's VP?" He looked at me with recognition. He knew exactly who I was. Every instinct screamed to confront him, but something told me to wait. "I'm Gerald, a family friend," I said calmly. "Just dropping off some documents." Frank relaxed. "I'll make sure she gets them." I handed him the lunch bag and left. 28 years of marriage, and my wife had another husband at work. That night, Lauren came home late as usual. "How was your day?" I asked. "Exhausting. Back-to-back meetings. I stopped by your office today. Brought you lunch." A tiny pause. "You did?" "I didn't get any. I gave it to Frank." "Oh, Frank mentioned someone stopped by. That was sweet of you." She was lying perfectly. Not a single crack in her composure. I started digging that night while she slept. Her laptop calendar showed dinner reservations with Frank, labeled as business meetings, but scheduled at romantic restaurants. A spa weekend she'd called a women's conference. Frank's name was on the booking. I found a key in a drawer. Harborview Apartments. I drove there the next day. Frank's car was in the parking lot. The key opened apartment 214. Inside was a fully furnished home, their home, photos of them together on the mantle, her wedding ring missing in every picture. In the bedroom, their clothes hung side by side in the closet. On the counter, a folder labeled future plans in Lauren's handwriting, house listings, vacation brochures, and legal documents, divorce consultation summaries. She'd met with lawyers twice about optimal divorce strategies. She was planning to leave me, had been planning it for 2 years. My lack of ambition would be her excuse, my emotional distance, her justification. She'd built an entire case against me while I cooked dinner alone every night. I photographed everything. Then I used my accountant background and dug deeper. Our joint account showed something interesting. Lauren made $200,000 a year, but we'd been spending $60,000 more than her salary annually. I'd been subsidizing her secret life without knowing it. Even better, corporate filings showed Lauren had been restructuring the company to position Frank as CEO. Major changes she'd never presented to the board. That was corporate misconduct. I called the board chairman that afternoon. "Richard, I have some concerns about unauthorized changes at Meridian." "What kind of changes?" "Major restructuring that benefits Lauren's personal relationships rather than company interests." I sent him the evidence, the apartment lease, the photos, the corporate reorganization plans. "I'll call an emergency board meeting," Richard said, his voice tight. That night, Lauren came home furious. "My own husband is trying to destroy my career." I shared facts, I said calmly. "Just like you spent 2 years planning to destroy our marriage. This is different. This is my professional reputation. And sleeping with your VP while restructuring the company to benefit him? That's professional?" Her face went pale. "What do you want?" she asked quietly. "Nothing. You set this in motion. I'm just refusing to be the fool anymore." I filed for divorce the next morning. The board met that afternoon. I wasn't there, but Richard called me after. "Frank's been terminated effective immediately," he said. "Lauren's on probation. Her authority is severely restricted pending a full investigation. And the restructuring? Being reversed. She violated fiduciary duty to the board. If the investigation finds more, she could lose everything. Their secret apartment, their grand plans, their future together. All of it collapsed in 24 hours. Lauren called me that night, crying. "You've destroyed everything. Frank lost his job. The board is investigating me. How could you do this?" "How could I?" My voice was ice. "You spent 2 years planning my replacement. You stole from our joint account to fund your affair. You committed corporate fraud to benefit your lover." "I was going to tell you." "When? After you filed for divorce using the case you built against me? After you married Frank by Christmas like you planned?" Silence. "You knew about that?" "I know everything, Lauren. The apartment, the lawyers, the timeline, all of it." "Please," she whispered. "We can fix this. I'll end things with Frank. We can go to counseling." "Frank already lost his job because of you," I said. "And now you want to abandon him too? At least be consistent in who you betray." "That's not fair." 28 years, Lauren. I trusted you completely, and you turned our entire marriage into a lie. 10. I hung up. Full story on the